Things get frisky. Talking to you about hanging titties. No, not mine. Yours, sweetie. No, I'm just kidding. Peach's music video for hanging titties.
Yay!
Which we shall call the HT from now. You know what? No chance of monetization here. Might as well say titty or titties as many times as possible.
Yay!
Actually, I wonder how many times I can say it. So, let's get at it. Peaches is an Electroclash electro-punk artist going back to the early 90s. She was born in '66, I think. That's probably why she's singing about her hanging titties. She's cooler than you, though, whippersnapper. Feisty used to be her roommate, and they lived above a sex shop in Toronto called Come As You Are. Apparently, Feist would do backup vocals as a sock puppet character named Bitch Lap Lap. While touring England in 2000 to 2001, they stayed with MIA and Justine Frischmann of Elastica. Oh, that's how you earn them hanging titties. This music video shows what happens when you get one last go round before Uncle Unalive scrapes you off this mortal coil. You get one last go, so what should you do? Go on a tear. Paint the town red, as they say, with your hanging titties. We begin with a long shot of the Peachy Keen rest home. There we see who I shall call Hanging Titties, credited as Sexy Woman from the Nursing Home. She is played by JIMBO the Drag Clown, competitor in the first season of Canada's Drag Race. Laying in her old person bed of sadness, she is fed her mush, cared for by an evil nurse, played by Peaches. She looks absolutely bananas with Heath Ledger Joker-like makeup, bizarre foam hands. All the better to fondle your hanging titties and silkscreen vag underwear. Yup, my video is DOA. The hag nurse looks away, and hanging titties makes a break for it. Run! Swing them hanging titties! While singing with a street performer, she steals a mobility scooter from a passerby. If she got all this way from the rest home, why does she need the scooter? I guess she's tuckered out. I would be too if I had to carry them hanging titties everywhere. Got to save the energy for debauchery. Gnarly Nurse is hot on her heels. She searches at a clothing store. Hanging Titties isn't there. She's at the casino. Gnarly Nurse still can't find her. Don't bother asking the fortune teller machine. Her fortune is making mayhem with them hanging titties. This lady is a menace, too. She chokes some woman out with a feather boa, played by Kylie Sonique Love, competitor in the second season of RuPaul's Drag Race, and steals her clothes. She should have knocked her out with those hanging titties. I bet she's well versed in the use of those in martial arts. What kind of holds and strikes does she know? Titty Tomahawk? Titty Tiger Spin? Titty Tombstone Pow Driver? Titty Twisted Sister? Titty Tijuana Twister? Comment if you think of some more. We see the classic music video editing method of creating a reoccurring segment for getting down, good for breaking up narrative scenes during the course of the song. In this video's case, it might not make sense as Hanging Titties is running from Gnarly Nurse. Then we see them as dancing partners here. Use your music video literacy though, and it really doesn't matter. By being separated from the narrative action, it is clearly for the use of artistic expressionism. Thus, back to the narrative. Hangin', bangin', Tata Jima meets some hot young thing. He's into her. He's like Squizgar Squizgelf. He wants that Gmelf action. He takes her for a ride in his sports car. Things get frisky. This vehicle is definitely a lease, and the dealership is most certainly going to notice those stains on the upholstery. Suddenly, Gnarly Nurse appears and whisks her away. We are left with the screams of horror as Hanging Titties is dragged away into the darkness. Cheery. I don't think this video requires too much of a dive into discerning meaning like my videos on Phantom Sita's Rose-Colored Moon or Dulce Liquido's Art of Control. This is a wild freakout for fun, just for fun, in the best way, for weirdness. That's why I chose to review it. Beyond genre, there's a certain vibe or ethos I want to explore in these reviews. Dark, strange, surreal, compelling, and yet fun. I can't describe it, I just have to show you. Peach's music video linked in the description. Concise in its madness, undeniably chaotic, the narrative is a simple montage of hanging titties going crazy, scooting around and partying. Quick clips of spirited performance showing goofiness. Highlights include using the droopies on the slot machine button, someone taking shots off her granny bags, and riding through the casino spread old lady eagle. One possible, though needlessly deep interpretation is that Gnarly Nurse is a psychopomp, a Grim Reaper type entity of death, or at the very least, senescence. Then perhaps the chorus Get Down sections with the two main characters can be viewed as non-linear editing and storytelling. In the chorus clips, Hanging Titties is a ghost dancing with death. How's that sound to you? Next time you're out on the town, unseen by the living is a ghost swinging her tits in your face. One can only hope. Hanging titties, hanging titties, hanging titties.